Hi, I'm Andrew Coote, Director of Consultingware. In this webcast I will be talking about making the business case for using geospatial information within your organisation. Too many good geospatial projects don't get approved because we don't express the business case in terms senior executives who make the decision about those projects can understand. Too often we make excuses. Either we think we haven't got the skills or the benefits can't be measured. However, our message today is that armed with a few basic techniques, it's something that you can do and do without external support. First, let's consider the underlying principles we need to remember throughout the process of business case construction. First of all, projects are about people. Find the answer to the question, what's in it for me, from the perspective of each of these stakeholders, and you will substantially increase the chances of your project being approved. Think about what motivates the CEO. Who are the key users, and are they open to your ideas? Are there societal benefits? And finally, what's in it for you and your team? The second fundamental principle is to remember all the time that the language of the business case is money. We have to learn to translate benefits and costs into things that are quantifiable and ideally convertible into cash. Because, ultimately, money talks. We've been helping people to make the business case for geospatial information projects for a number of years. Over that period, we've developed and tested a simple and practical methodology designed to be followed by users without the help of expensive specialists. It's divided into 6 steps as illustrated above. Over one day, we'll guide you through each step with exercises, question and answer sessions, and easy to use techniques. In the first step of this approach, we take a step back and make sure we are aligning our project with the objectives of our organisation. This slide illustrates the results of drawing up what we call the application matrix. The rows are organisational objectives. The columns are generic applications of geospatial technology. The descriptions in the individual cells are applications and their priority, purple and red being the highest priority. Often, as a result of this exercise, we find that the sweet spot is not where you think it is. Other applications have a better fit. In step 2, we look at the potential applications in more detail. The aim here is to focus on processes involved before and after introducing new technology. This slide shows an example from everyday life. The improvements to the toasting of bread using a toaster. The efficiencies are obvious from the new processes, but also from those removed or simplified. In step 3, we build up the heart of the business case, the benefit-cost analysis. The costs are usually easy to identify, systems including software and hardware, data and people being the main components. We more often struggle with identifying the benefits and then quantifying them. Benefits can come in many forms, so we've developed this wheel of fortune to use as a checklist. Some are more obvious than others. Not all are directly financial, but that doesn't mean that they're intangible and can't be measured. On the course, we'll show you how to measure benefits by various methods and where to find case studies with metrics that you can reuse so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The results of quantifying benefits and costs is a spreadsheet like this. We'll explain how to create this type of analysis and the key concepts such as discount rates, net present value, internal rate of return and payback periods used to financially assess projects. In step 4, we'll learn how to present different options for solving the problem your project addresses. There are always many factors that may be varied, from timescale to quality. We'll also discuss how to identify what the objections to your proposition are likely to be and how to address them. Furthermore, there are always risks in changing systems and processes. On the course, we'll show you how to factor them into your financial calculations. In Step 5, we consider those impacts, both positive and negative, that can be truly described as intangible, or more accurately, non-market impacts. Often these are social or environmental in nature. Examples include improved well-being, security, or reduced carbon emissions. We'll explain how to use them to strengthen your business case. The final step is preparing the presentation for decision makers. After all the hard work of the previous steps, it can all go horribly wrong if you don't get this right. So we'll teach you the key elements of a good elevator pitch. The 2-minute presentation that summarises your proposition, the amount of attention time your idea is likely to get from those senior executives we talked about earlier. If you do nothing else after listening to this webcast, then do go and have a look at the YouTube clip. It's very amusing. To summarise, we hope that from this webcast you've realised that making the business case for geospatial information doesn't have to be difficult. Our top tips are: make sure you align with the corporate agenda. The biggest benefits may not be where you think they are. Understand the human factors. It's all about people, but also remember that the financials have to be credible as well. Don't accept that benefits are intangible. Most can be measured, and we'll show you how. Don't reinvent the wheel. Reuse existing case studies and metrics, and spend time on the elevator pitch. The presentation is critical. For more information and details on the next course we're running, visit us at www.consultingware.com. Thank you for listening.